Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another Kit Conspiracy layout for you guys today. And today I am doing another single page layout of my daughter's face painting, which I thought was absolutely perfect for this collection because there's a lot of yellows and a lot of pinks in this collection. So I wanted to see what I could do. So the first thing I did was pick out all of these gorgeous yellow flowers. This was my favorite part of this collection, were the colors of these flowers. And then for my daughter, I picked out all the pink butterflies. I thought, you know what, let's rip the band-aid off and hurry up and use all the pink butterflies so I don't have to use them later. So my idea is going to be scattering the butterflies here and there. I also picked out these two awesome pink squares from my cut apart sheet, my 4x4 cut apart sheet, and a couple foam stickers, as well as the tiny stickers, and then a couple more wordy bits that just are encouraging for my daughter to keep being her. I'm also going to combine this Bloom and Grow with my ampersand sign that I've had on that wax sheet for, I'm going to have to say, since December. I think that's where that came from, was my December collection that I had from 49 and Market. So I'm not really sure, to be honest, because normally when I'm done with the wax sheet, I just, I have a small pile of them and I use them until they're grody looking or start ripping apart on me. So I'm going to trim down my photo. I really have been liking the white border around everything before I double mat it per se, even though it's part of the picture, it still has this white border. I even think one of the layouts that I end up making, or I'm not really sure, maybe I'm dreaming it or thinking about it, I think I don't even use a photo mat because all I do is use the white border. Or did I already do that? Was that yesterday's? I have no idea, you guys. I think it was yesterday's layout. See, I need more sleep. Anyways, so I am going to use this beautiful, beautiful side floral gingham print. I absolutely love this. I am really glad that we ended up with two of these. However, I didn't use the second one. I know, spoiler alert, I don't use the second one, which is weird because that's not what I had in mind when I first thought of this paper, this particular piece of paper. I really wanted to use the other side with the yellow hexagons because that's my favorite. I really did. But as soon as I saw this picture and this paper, they just went together because of the colors that she chose for her butterfly on her face. I also decided to cut out the orange or the yellow butterfly, or oh my god, see, now I'm all messed up. The yellow flower, and go ahead and tuck my daughter's photo in, and I'm ignoring the door. So in our house, we have this huge giant, excuse me, I am so sorry. We have this huge giant metal door that houses, the utilities of the house, right? And it is monstrous. It is all the way up to the ceiling, and it's got to be 6 feet wide. It's huge, okay? And I get it, but it's our wall of fame. So every time the kids bring home a project or something that they would like the family to see and share and enjoy in, that's where we hang it up, is on this big metal door. Now, the metal door leads, it's in the hallway that leads to my old craft room, as well as our spare bathroom, or I should say guest bathroom, because all it is, the facilities, and then out into the garage. So really, nobody actually sees it unless they're standing at my door and the kids are waiting. Then they sit there and they stare and look at it. And when I mean kids are waiting, is they usually take turns instead of coming to me all at once. It's kind of cute. And so my daughter comes in with this face painting from school, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And she says, yeah, we're practicing for the Renaissance Festival. And so they were practicing on each other. And I was like, oh my gosh. So of course, from where I was sitting, I snapped a photo. I didn't even get up close. I didn't even, pop mamarazzi on her, nothing. I just snapped a photo because it was just so breathtaking when she walked in with this pretty face painting that her friend did. And I was like, you guys are getting awesome talented, really. And she goes, yeah, and starts to tell me about her friend and all the face paintings that they did after school and all this good stuff. It was super, super fun to hear about her day. And of course, the boys are standing outside in the hallway going, "Is she done yet?" But it's very rare that, she comes in and has a lot to say. Normally, she just, comes in and spends about the same amount of time as the boys. "I did this. Can I go?" "Yep." "Have fun." You know what I mean? That's kind of the gist of our conversations when they come home from school is, I call it the check-in time. They come in from school and just basically, let me know how their day was, check in with me, see if I need any help with the shop, anything like that. And it's kind of weird because they do it one at a time instead of as a group, which I think is great because then they each get their time to tell me about their day. So anyways, like I said, I just thought that this was super talented of her friend to do this face painting and, in that my daughter really does like to get involved with school functions and school events and things like that. And she was so super excited to become a 7th grader finally, because 6th graders aren't allowed to be involved because they want them to concentrate on their workload. They went from having 1 teacher in 5th grade to 7 teachers in 6th grade. And so they want a 6th grader to be able to establish what it's like for the rest of their lives, right? Even going into college, you're going to have more than one professor or teacher of some sort. And so I definitely embrace that they want their 6th graders to succeed instead of overwhelm themselves with the fun stuff and ignore the stuff that they're supposed to do. And so when she turned 7th grade, she was just so super excited. She got to become a cheerleader. She got, and she had to take a break from cheerleading because it's not allowed. So she finally got to become a cheerleader. She finally got to become a volunteer on, the arts and crafts committee of all the dances and all of the, events that they have, and I mean just all that stuff, and it's just so awesome that she does that and still be able to keep up her workload. It's so cool. So we are struggling with a teacher right now. It's not all smiles and giggles and stuff. We are struggling with a teacher more than we're struggling with her because she's doing her assignments, but yeah, it's definitely going to go all the way up to the school board with this teacher because it's insane. All right, so I scuffed up all of my edges of everything. It is just something that I really enjoy doing when most of my pieces are flat because it still gives a lot of dimension to a layout. And I know I say it's like a broken record. It's dimension without bulk. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that don't like bulky layouts. And so they don't put a lot of foam on. They don't put a lot of dimension on. And when you rough up your edges of anything, whether you're using the edge distressor that is over on my right-hand side, or if you're using your scissors, or if you're using your fingernails, it doesn't matter. When you rough up an edge, it adds a little lift to the page. But when you put it in a page protector, it kind of contains that lift, but it's still there. It's just so subtle and gives your layout just a hair of dimension. It is definitely something that I recommend somebody trying if their layouts are always looking flat. That's all I'm saying is if they are. I really do love the tucks and weaves of the butterflies. I know they're still pink, but I did have a fun time incorporating all of these little butterflies and getting them to tuck in and everything. Of course, I went with the Try and True Bloom and Grow title for this layout because for one, I had it. And like I said, that ampersand sign was like, use me. It really was. So I definitely really do like it, but I feel like it goes with the face painting, that the butterfly is blooming on her face and all that stuff. And I'm just every time that she wakes up and she gets dressed and comes and sees me, it's like my little girl is gone and I see a grown lady in front of me. And it is just so striking to see your kids. Now, not my boys. My boys are still goofy looking. They haven't grown into themselves yet. They're weird. Boys are weird, but my daughter, she's only 12 and she's just gorgeous, you know? And I mean, I can't say enough about how shocked I am every time she walks in, and it's every day that she comes in and, you know, greets me for the morning, greets me after school, in the afternoon. They all check on me to see if I'm, you know, still not killing myself in the shop, all that stuff. And it just every day. And it's like, oh my gosh, you're so adorable. And I can't tell you that because then you'll think you can get away with anything, right? So I really do enjoy creating these layouts of my little one because of the fact that, you know, she's so fun, and she doesn't, I don't know what else, she doesn't take advantage of it, I guess, is what it is. Like, she doesn't know that she is, that sort of thing. So anyways, I really did enjoy putting this layout together because it's all things my daughter. She isn't wild, but she's definitely free spirited. The only thing that's missing on this layout is about the love of reading, you guys. That's another story for another time. Holy cow. So anyways, that is what I have for you guys today. I had a blast putting this layout together. It was so fun tucking and weaving all of the flowers, making the side floral fit into the layout, and then of course putting all those butterflies on that layout. I'm so glad I used up all the butterflies. Woohoo! So don't forget to check out Janet Fritz's channel today. Today is the day that we are supposed to be posting for Kit Conspiracy because it is a Wednesday. Her channel is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube. I also have a link down below if you just click on her name and the @ sign, and it'll take you to her channel. And then I have a link to the Facebook group in case you guys are not joining us over there and want to know more about Kit Conspiracy, or join in the fun and make your own counterfeit kit is what a couple of the gals are calling it over there. And using up their stash, but it looks similar to, but not exact to, this kit. So I also think that that is great because it inspires other people to start using up their stash when it's like, oh, I have something similar to that. That's awesome. And then they start creating with it and it helps it use up. Our goal always is, to never run out of space for scrapbooking supplies, right? Which means we need to keep using what we have. All right, you guys, thank you so much for checking in on me today and seeing what I created for you. Again, this was my favorite layout. I had a blast making this layout. Thank you again, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.